Hey everybody, it's Ranger Crystal and I am here at Lake Medina where I was fortunate enough to be able to stay at one of the Dirt's first official campground bookings. This is the Balderdash Cabin and RV and I have had a wonderful stay. Let's just start there. I also wanted to bring to you guys some really interesting new gear and show you why it is that I've added this to my travel pack. So I guess let's just get started. Okay, so the piece of gear I'm bringing to you today is going to be the Primus Trail Backpacking Stove. This thing is pretty simple to use. It's very tiny. I've used it all of once and I was so impressed by the quality, the consistency, and the evenness of the flame. So whenever you're putting it together, it's super user friendly. It takes up such a limited footprint in your bag. It comes in this awesome little storage container, and if you happen to pick up the pots and pans, this bag right here fits inside of here. So in your backpack, it'll literally only take up this much room. So with that being said, let's get started putting this thing together. It is very simple. They have these little legs right here that actually pop up and lock in. So once you've gotten them locked in, it can't fall. So you can pop these up and set your pot on there and not ever having to worry about them doing crazy things. So after you put the legs up, you attach it to your container. All you do is simply screw it on and it fits nice and snug. So another thing about Primus that's a little different than others is you can actually turn on your gas and control how much is coming out with this right here. And then you can use this to ignite your fire so that you don't have to. So today for our demo, we're going to boil water. Why, you ask? It's one of the more simple things that you can do, but it's also one of the more useful things that you can do. You can use boiling water for a lot of different things around your camp, including purifying your drinking water, rehydrating meals, making coffee. You can also use it to clean, things like that. It's really important to have a good, consistent stove that can boil water quickly. And so okay, it's been about almost 10 minutes and the water is at a rolling boil, so that's perfect for what we need. I put enough water in the pot so that we can have our breakfast, but so that we can also make our coffee this morning. I'm gonna put my water in here and I'm going to mix up my powdered coffee, and then I'm going to hydrate this and let it sit for a few moments. And just like that, we are all packed up into our little bag. Inside we have both a skillet and a pot, and then inside of the pot stores our nice trail stove. So, okay, so what are my final thoughts about the Primus Trail Backpacking Stove? Pretty simple. I am impressed. I think that you guys should know that this addresses all of the needs that I have as a camper. I can take this with me pretty much everywhere, no matter what kind of adventure I'm going on. And the quality of the product itself is very consistent. From the pots and pans to the stove itself, everything within the brand is of a more durable material than some of the other stoves and other items that you can find. I can understand why Primus is one of the more long-standing companies out there, because they have really put into consideration the need of the person who's using their stove. They have pour spouts on the pans. The camp cup is thicker and more durable, so you can strap it to your bag. The stove itself doesn't have the ability to buckle under your pot and pan and ruin your meal. The consistency of the heat is spot on, unlike a lot of stoves who, when it starts to get windy, tend to cook one side way more than the other. And then the best thing about this altogether, again, is the space-saving element of it. You can put together pieces and items so that they can all fit in one bag, which means that not only while I'm traveling is this convenient, but also while I'm at home. Whenever you're not camping, nobody wants to have a whole shed of things because nothing goes together. So this allows me to literally store this in one of my hiking packs and not have to worry about it until I get back out and go again. So this was the Primus Trail Backpacking Stove. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll check it out and the other awesome Primus products that they have out there. Thanks, guys!